You're taking a live look at several areas across the region, and we are seeing partly cloudy skies in many spots, and that's due to a system of low pressure that's in the Gulf of Mexico. But we're not seeing any rainfall with that system, and I'm expecting us to really remain dry as we go throughout the afternoon. Temperature-wise outside, we are dealing with low 60s into portions of southeastern Missouri and portions of Kentucky and also northern Tennessee, and it looks like it has made it to 60 degrees in portions of Mount Vernon. But for the rest of us, we're in the mid to upper 50s, and I'm expecting us to get fairly warm. And if you're headed out the door this midday, I'm expecting those dew points to be into the 20s and 30s, which means that the air is fairly dry out there, and we are seeing a little bit higher of dew points down towards the south, and that's going to be affecting our relative humidity. And we do have locally elevated fire risks for today because of those warmer temperatures and where we see those lower dew points in the 20s and 30s. We're tracking above average temperatures and also the chance of some rain, especially as we get into the latter half of the work week. But I think the biggest weather threat that you're going to be experiencing today is that a locally elevated fire risk where we see the lowest dew points and the warmest temperatures. That low pressure system that I was talking about in the Gulf of Mexico, it's not tropical, but it is bringing several inches of rain towards areas along the Gulf Coast, but we're not going to be seeing any rainfall in our region. The biggest impacts that we're feeling from that low pressure system are those clouds that are wrapping around with the circulation in the atmosphere. But we are seeing that high pressure off towards our north, and that's helping to keep us dry as we go throughout the afternoon. Temperature-wise, I'm expecting us to get into the 60s by 2 o'clock, and then we're very quickly going to be dropping back down into the 40s, and we may even make it into the 30s by the time we make it into the overnight hours. And I'm expecting those partly cloudy skies to stay with us as we go throughout the afternoon and evening. Temperature-wise, by 7 o'clock, I think a lot of us are going to be into the 40s and maybe even a few 50s. And we're still going to be seeing those clouds stick around through the midnight hour. And where we see the majority of the cloud clearing, maybe around southern Illinois, I'm expecting us to start the day tomorrow with temperatures into the 30s. But where we see additional cloud cover, we could only be cooling down into the 40s and maybe even not even into the 40s, or maybe even getting close to 50 degrees to start the day down into portions of Union City. Temperature-wise tomorrow, I'm expecting our highs to be about 69 to 70 across the region. We may be a little bit cooler where we see more clouds, but overall I'm expecting a very mild day tomorrow. And by the time we make it to dinner time, we're going to be seeing temperatures get back into the 60s. And then those warmer temperatures are really going to be sticking with us as we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours and really throughout the rest of the work week, because we're going to be seeing temperatures that are above average into the 60s. But you'll notice that temperatures start to get cool on Saturday and Sunday with below average temperatures expected both days. Keep that Storm Track 3 app handy, because the reason those temperatures are going to start to get cooler is because we're going to see a cold front work its way through the region, and that cold front is going to be bringing with it a few chances of rain, especially as we get into the latter half of the day on Friday. You can see that cold front back towards the west start to work its way through our region, and it will be bringing scattered showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder. But behind that, high pressure is going to be settling in for the weekend, and we'll be having mostly sunny skies. We could see about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall across our region, but I'm not really expecting a lot of widespread or heavy rainfall, but we do still have a scattered chance. Just to recap, we're going to be seeing temperatures today get into the 60s, upper 60s to near 70 for tomorrow, mid 60s for Thursday, and we have that 40% chance of scattered showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, though, that high pressure is going to be working its way into the region, and we're going to be seeing temperatures in the mid 50s with mostly sunny skies before another area of low pressure starts to work its way into the region, and we could see elevated rain chances early next week.